Well, this is probably a wasted effort here on my part. I just wanted to point out some facts, not fiction, about Obama's choice regarding the VP position, Biden. So here's some facts about Biden in case anyone is interested, which probably too many people are not even aware who the guy is or what he does in the Senate, despite the fact that he sits on senatorial committees which hold a great deal of power. But as I said, 75% of the American people, I would bet, don't even know who the guy is and could care less. But for those who are actually trying to pay attention, here's the lowdown on Biden, and it's a pretty mixed record, to say the least. So let's just point out some facts here, so you can see the bigger picture and not just hear all of the sound bites. So first off, following the September 11 attacks, Biden was supportive of the Bush administration's efforts, calling for additional ground troops in Afghanistan and agreeing that Saddam Hussein was a threat that needed to be dealt with. The Bush administration rejected an effort by Biden and together with Senator Richard Lugar to pass a resolution authorizing military action only after an exhaustion of diplomatic efforts. In October of 2002, Biden voted for the final resolution to support the war in Iraq. He has long supported all appropriations to pay for the occupation, but has argued repeatedly that more soldiers are needed, the war should be internationalized, and the Bush administration should level with the American people about the cost and length of this conflict. Now, please note that Biden seems to have no problem with his initial vote, that the vote for the war was in fact the wrong vote, and that the occupation of Iraq was an illegal war to begin with. So his rationalization is, well, let's make it a success as long as we're there. No further questions asked. So, I took my time over the weekend to research some of his voting records, and it turned out to be a quite interesting project because some other things came up along the way. Particularly the contrast, or as you might prefer, non-contrast between Biden, Obama, and McCain. So there are some significant differences which I want to point out here, because these are factual votes, not just rhetoric. So it's pay attention to detail. That's all I can say. In any case, Project Vote Smart had this to say about Biden. Project Vote Smart is a completely nonpartisan organization where you can look up votes on anyone in Congress, and going quite a ways back, probably 15 years or so on most members of Congress. And they had this to say about Biden. Senator Joseph Biden has repeatedly refused to provide any responses to citizens on the issues through the 2008 political courage test when asked to do so by national leaders of the political parties, prominent members of the media, and Project Vote Smart and their staff itself. In other words, he will not publicly come out and state his position, yes or no, on important issues. What follows, and I got this information also through Project Vote Smart, are some of the positions that organizations are taking in regards to Biden and his voting records. And this is actually quite interesting. So here is the organizations that are either endorsing him or are not endorsing him at all. First of all, in 2007, NARAL Pro-Choice America gave Senator Biden a grade of 75. Senator Biden supported the interests of Planned Parenthood 100% in 2006. Senator Biden supported the interests of the National Farmers Union 100% in 2006. Senator Biden supported the interests of the National Association of Government Contractors 100% in 2006. Now, one might want to ask the question if that includes Blackwater as well. Senator Biden supported the interests of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce by only 45%. In 2007, the American Civil Liberties Union gave Senator Biden a grade of 75. This despite his grandiose speeches in support of Supreme Court justices like Clarence Thomas and even Scalia on the Supreme Court when he was a few years back the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, and gave these people a further platform to elaborate their theories. Senator Biden supported the interests of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People 100% in 2005 and 2006. Senator Biden supported the interests of the National Education Association 100% in 2006. Senator Biden supported the interests of the American Wilderness Association 100% in 2006. The American Family Association exists to motivate and equip citizens to change the culture to reflect the biblical truth. Biden received 0. The U.S. campaign to end the Israeli occupation is a diverse coalition working for freedom from occupation and equal rights for all by challenging U.S. policy towards the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The campaign is based on human rights and international law, providing a non-sectarian framework for everyone who supports its call to action. Its strategy is to inform, to educate, and mobilize the public so as to change the U.S. role in Israeli-Palestinian conflicts. Based upon a point system with points assigned for actions in support of or in opposition to the U.S. campaign to end the Israeli occupation, Senator Biden received a rating of -1. Senator Biden supported the interests of the American Nurses Association 100% in 2006. Senator Biden supported the interests of the AFL-CIO 100% in 2007. Senator Biden supported the interests of disabled American veterans 77% in 2006. The list goes on, folks. These are the facts. I'm just reading them off as I find out about them. This is probably going to be a multi-part video in case anyone is interested. So it is going to be about Biden, and it will go on further in part 2 in sort of a comparison of the Biden, not only about Biden, but McCain, Obama, and Biden votes. not that it's going to change anything in the larger scheme of things, but I just wanted to go beyond sound bites, you know. People need to get informed about what their senators and representatives are actually voting for or are not voting for. Thanks for listening.